Hi everyone, my name is Tracy and I am the lead esthetician at Riverspa and City Club. I hope this video finds you healthy and safe at home with your family. I hope that you're taking this time to spend quality time with your family and doing some of the things that we normally can't do because we're busy working and living our lives. I know for me and my daughter, we went bear hunting yesterday in the Saints area. It was really cool, a lot of fun. My daughter had a really good time. I want to say thank you to all the residents out there who are putting bears in the windows. They're putting bears on their front porch. We really appreciate it. Today, we also decided to jump on the bandwagon and we did a mosaic heart on the front of my garage door. Bree, my daughter, thought that we all needed a little love today, so she wanted to do that. So that was a lot of fun, something that I normally wouldn't have time to do on a weekday because I'd be working. So trying to stay healthy, and also be positive, have some positive energy in this time. All of my prayers and our hearts go out to those who are affected by this and have family members or friends who are ill with this virus. Y'all are all in my hearts and in my prayers. So take care. And next, we want to go on to more education. Again, I'm doing questions that we normally get from new clients or even established clients about services, products, and things like that. So today, I want to talk to you guys about a product. And I got this question from my team. They get it a lot, I get it a lot. And it's about a product that, in my opinion, is one of the best tools against anti-aging, and that is vitamin A. So tretinoin, which is pure vitamin A, and retinols, they get a pretty bad rap sometime because, in my opinion, I think people are given this wonderful treatment but yet are not being told how to use it and how to prevent any irritation or side effects from it. So I'm going to kind of go over that today. So what is vitamin A or retinols or tretinoin? Why do I need it? Who needs it? How do I use it? Well, this is the simplest version is what I tell my clients. Vitamin A is so important because of its penetration. Vitamin A goes deeper than any product that I know of that we use in the cosmetic industry. And what it does is it goes down to where your cells reside, and it takes an old cell and turns it into a new cell. And it speeds up the process of the cells coming up to the surface. And as you know, if you look at your daughter or your son's skin, and they're younger, it's always fresh and I call it fat and juicy skin, healthy skin. It's because it turns over really fast. Well, as we get older, stress, smoke, pollution, things like that, just our age, that process slows down. And so what vitamin A does is it starts to speed the process back up again. So it doesn't give it time for lines and wrinkles to set in. It doesn't give time for brown spots to set in as easily as it has been. It also corrects things on the surface. It'll help minimize more fine lines and wrinkles. It helps with textural issues and scarring and brown. It lifts up the old so the new can come forward. So it is a very important tool in your toolbox that you can use for anti-aging, for scarring, for textural issues, overall healthiness of the skin. Now, there's differences in a tretinoin versus a retinoid. So tretinoin is a pure vitamin A, and when you put it on the skin, it immediately starts to open and starts to work. It's a great treatment, but some of those people can't handle it because it is a little bit more aggressive on the surface. So then if that's the case, then you would go to a tretinoin in the form of a retinol. So retinol is the vitamin A, but it's encapsulated. So when you take the retinol and you put it on the skin, the capsule goes down into the skin and goes where your cells are, and then it opens up and starts to exfoliate and starts to work from the inside out. They both work really well in treating an array of issues with the skin. In my opinion, the retinols are just a little bit more gentle on the skin. A side note from that, I never recommend a vitamin A of any kind without also recommending a moisturizer. I think that if anyone does that, I'm in my opinion, forgive me, but in my opinion, I think that clients have a tendency to stop using it because of irritation, redness, peeling, that sort of thing. But if you couple it with a good moisturizer, you have less of those issues. So I always recommend a good moisturizer at night. So how do I use the Retin-A or vitamin A? Well, I usually tell people to start off very conservatively. Usually start off with every other night. You put a pea size on your hands and start where you want the heaviest of the application. So for me, I always tell clients to start right on the cheeks. And then you start to move it down the neck, maybe on the forehead. You don't need a lot, and you don't want to go over the eye area or directly over the lips. I promise you, it will get where it needs to go. I know a lot of us have the little lines around the lips or even around the eye area, and we want it, to put it directly on there. You do not need to do that. I promise you, it will go there. So you definitely want to do that. Start it every other night. If you can tolerate it, you can move to every night, but you don't have to use it every night. You can use it every other night. You want to make sure, you should be doing this anyway, but if you're not, you want to make sure that you are religious about sunscreen because of this exfoliating process that's going on, of this turning of the old cells into new cells. You could have some sensitivity to the sun. So you must use a good sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, when you're using retinol. It does make you more susceptible to sun issues if you're not. So if you're going to the beach, or if you're gonna be at a family function where you're going camping and you're gonna be in direct sun for a long period of time, I would suggest laying off of the retinol for a little while, or the tretinoin for a little while, and then coming back to it. So some other things that you might want to remember is if you're doing physical exfoliations, or you're doing a treatment with us, you're doing a dermaplane, or anything where you come with us, you want to be off the retinol or vitamin A for at least 3 to 5 days. If you're going to get waxed, I would do 5 to 7 days, because again, it makes the skin more sensitive to outside sources, including waxing. It's very important. If you're on Retin-A or vitamin A, you want to make sure that you tell the person who is waxing you that you have been on it, but you're off of it now, and you've been off of it for 5 to 7 days. Again, a recap. So vitamin A, it is going to be one of your strongest tools for anti-aging, for scarring, for smaller pores, for wanting a softer complexion. It is one of the best for all of those issues, but you want to make sure that you're using it properly. A pea size every other night, only in specific areas. Let it travel and do the work that it needs to do. I hope that this video has helped y'all, and if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Again, my heart and my prayers are with all of you, and I do know and believe and have faith that we're all going to get through this, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.